Hey guys, how y'all doing, man? It's great to be with you today. It's always a honor when you have an opportunity to talk to the Auburn family. And I know we're in tough times right now, but I'm pleased to tell you, man, that our players and our coaching staff have been really, really positive. Through this challenge of COVID-19, the pandemic, the players have done a really outstanding job academically. In the classroom, because many of them taking classes online is a first time deal for them. And there were some challenges, but they did an outstanding job of pushing through. Uh, we had 53 players to finish this spring with a 3.0 GPA or better. And our first time enrollees, they finished the semester with a 3.55 GPA. I mean, which is outstanding, particularly with those guys having to do to perform those work, at home in a different environment. And our coaching staff has been unbelievable. We've done a great job of staying connected, communicating, just keeping everybody abreast as to what's going on. And you look at our leadership, from the head coach, Coach Malzahn, and our two coordinators, Chad Morris and Kevin Steele, is exactly what you need during a time like now. And their leadership has been spot on. They've been very informative. They've been very upbeat. And the one thing I can submit to you is that they've done a tremendous job of keeping our morale up. And we're prepared. We're prepared to get past this and report back when the time is feasible. And looking forward to getting the team back on campus and having a really, really, really good season. So I know some of the biggest things you all like to address in these meetings is personnel, and that's going to be one of the biggest challenges that we're going to have is personnel. We lost some key guys on defense, and looking at the secondary, man, you're talking about trying to replace a guy like Noah Ibignagany and a guy like Jeremiah Denson, a guy like Daniel Thomas. And Javaris Davis. And we all know that Noah went first round to the Miami Dolphins, to the 30th pick. Man, that was really, really, really outstanding, well earned, well deserved. And that's just a good indication of the type of players that we've attracted to this program and the support that you all, the Auburn family, have given these kids. And Noah could not have done it by himself, and he will tell you that repeatedly. And it could not have happened to a better kid to be selected in that spot. I mean, you look at Daniel Thomas. Safety was right up the street from Montgomery Lee to get drafted in the fifth round, as a 12th pick in the fifth round, after coming out of high school and being a 3-star, which speaks directly to the environment at Auburn University, how a kid can come in and develop and nurture and find his way in the next chapter of his life. Not only is Daniel a good football player, man, but what a great person. And he will tell you directly it's because of the love and the treatment and the training that he received while he was a student here at Auburn. So moving forward, just replacing those guys is going to be really key for us. Not having spring football is going to be a challenge for us. And you look at the depth chart, and the best thing about the depth chart coming back is that you have a host of guys who got a lot of experience. Smoke Monday, who played a lot at safety, had a pick six in the Iron Bowl, which is really good. Very high confident kid. He's got good length, really, really strong football IQ. And we're going to be one of the leaders on the back end, as we approach the season. And then you look to his left or his right, the other safety, Jamie Sherwood, a wealth of experience. He played a ton of snaps because when you look at it, Coach Steele likes to play, two units and look at them like starters. And that benefits you in a time like now when you've lost some marquee guys. But Jamie Sherwood has ideal measures for the position, good length, really good girth, can run, is probably one of the best tacklers in the country. I mean, that kid, when he hits you, now you're going to stay hit. And so we're pleased to have those two safeties coming in and fill the void. Here's the biggest challenge that we got. Roger McCreary at the left corner played a lot of valuable snaps. And as we go back and look through the self-scout, man, this kid, I called him on the phone last week and told him, man, you play better than advertised. I mean, he's a guy that can get down in your face and play press coverage. Man, he has some really good snaps that stuck out to me against one of the best receivers, I think, coming back in college football, next year that played down in Baton Rouge. I mean, he did a great job of covering him one-on-one and actually got a pick against him in the game. So we're excited about Roger coming back and and being a start on that left side. And of course, I say left side, but they're interchangeable because with the speed of offense, those guys got to line and get their cleats set and play either side at a moment's notice. The other challenge is away from him, the corner away from him. That's where our work's cut out at. We got, Devin Barrett, returning starter that could possibly give us a shot. I'm sorry, not a returning starter, a returner that could possibly give us a shot. He could end up being the starting corner over there. We got Nehemiah Pritchard, who's a true freshman, can really, really run, got exceptional length, got good movement skills. And, the more he grows up and get a mustache now, that kid, he'll be ready to come in and play. So we just got to give him time to grow up, but he's definitely have the skill set, to come in and play that spot. And then you don't forget about Marco Damio, junior college kid, who's finishing up academically and be reporting to campus real soon. So we have some options there. We just need to get some time on task, get them some reps, and get them trained up before we get into the season. And then you look at the nickel star position, we got Christian Tuck coming back, who played great for us and also played great in the return game for us. So we're looking forward to get some valuable snaps, continuing out of him. And he plays at a high level, really, really smart, got good contact skills, and can offer you good man-to-man coverage. So we're not going to have an extreme drop-off, which people think in terms of the secondary play. And then you look at a couple of young guys that's coming in. We're really, really excited about Ladarius Tennyson, who's coming in out of Rockledge, Florida. He's going to come in and play that nickel star position for us. And before we were separated from campus because of the pandemic, he was doing an outstanding job in the off-season workout program. And you look at his high school tape, it gives you evidence of the type of football player that he is. I mean, he's another guy, man. He is an impact player. And we're looking forward to him coming in and giving us some type of impact. And like Coach Steele says all the time, if you're good enough, you're old enough. So we're not looking at that classification. And he's another young man did an outstanding job academically in the classroom, finished above a 3.0, which is really outstanding. And the other young man that we're excited about in that class is Christopher Thompson, out of Duncanville High School in Texas. Again, he reported early. We're doing a great job in the all-season workout programs, before we were separated from the lockdown. Man, his kid is really long, runs smooth, got really good natural hips, smart, and it's evidence in the classroom. He's another one that finished with high academic marks the one semester he's been here at Auburn. So we have a list of guys that's got a lot of talent. We may just be young in a couple of spots, and those guys have to get a mustache, but we'll coach them up, and we'll definitely have those guys ready. And like I said, it's just a blessing to have a guy like Daniel Thomas and Noah Igbenogany to get drafted because it's really hard to get drafted, period. And for one to go fifth round and one to go in the first round was really, really good. So, all right, but that's about it for the things that's been going on with Auburn football. And the one thing that we really had to get used to was just working remote. Man, I tell you, working from home and just connecting with your players via Zoom. Early on, it was a challenge, but I will tell you what: the personality of this football team, the personality of the players, they eventually made it easy. And when you're away from the players for a while, any way you can connect with them is great. And so just to connect with them, via Zoom, to see their face, to see them smiling. And, a lot of times the guys are seeing you, just clips of them working out, just anything that you could do to kind of hold on to them. And the head coach was really, really kind in terms of giving us the time allowed it and what we was allowed to connect with the players. And we just didn't always focus on scheme. We focused on scheme, but as you know, common fabric of the Auburn family is that we love each other, we care about each other. And a lot of times our contact with the players and while we're home working remote was just a welfare check, just checking in with them to see how they're doing, to see how their family's doing. And, it's good a lot of times to get them on Zoom with their brothers and sisters and their parents in the background. And I mean, just an opportunity to connect with the family. So there was a lot of benefit from working from home, even though it's not ideal. It's not the way we normally live our life, but we got an opportunity to see, the players and their family from a different aspect. And it was really gratifying to see the smiles on a lot of parents' face, when you get them on Zoom and they see the coaches check it on. their son. And that's just a common thing of being a Auburn type and being a part of the Auburn family. And that directly comes from our leadership. Coach Malzahn made sure he reminded us, there's a lot of things going on, but there's nothing more important than the players on your roster. And so he constantly reminded us and made certain that we stay connected, not only with the player, but with the parents as well. And that was really good. So we found a way to get it done in Auburn, and it was good. And that was a way that we could put our arms around our players, even from afar. And so we were definitely grateful for that. And, just like to say that, there are a lot of guys behind the scenes that does a lot of hard work to make things happen. And as I talk about how we were able to work from home, the technology, Bo Larkin has done an outstanding job. But we're very, very fortunate to have him on the team. He goes out of the way to make sure that we have everything set up at home as if we were still in the office, and we didn't miss a beat in that area. So again, we're constantly working until the calendar clears itself and we can get back to normal. So we're definitely looking forward to getting back into Jordan Hare Stadium and competing in the SEC, and just getting an opportunity to be around the coaches again. So stay positive, and we look forward to seeing you soon in War Eagle.